Hey guys, this video today I'm going to be going over some changes that we're making to the GeyserConnect. Many of y'all might be familiar with Patar's video right here, along with several others. Even I did a video on this for this thing called GeyserConnect. Now what's cool about GeyserConnect is it's actually built on top of this thing called BedrockConnect. Now, the way we had it set up, we just got the thing functional to get it out there to help people out. However, we've recently, as of now, we have reconfigured the server network that this server was on to allow for enhanced usability aimed predominantly at console players. This does not really affect Win10 or Android iOS users very much. All y'all gotta do is set the port back to the default port. So what you might be watching this now because either you were referred to it, maybe you were looking it up and it's one of the newest videos, or hopefully you're one of these YouTubers who saw it and was like, oh, I need to update my video for all my followers. But as of now, when you connect to the server that you've seen in all these YouTube videos, you'll be presented with this screen right here. Basically, it's stating the server has been migrated to a better setup. Win10 mobile users, all you gotta do is change your port to 19132 and you're done. So I'm on Win10 here, obviously. So Win10, you'll come to play, servers, go down to your GeyserConnect, hit edit, and just change this right here to 19132. Save and join. And then you'll be presented with this right here. Now, because we are aiming at making this a BedrockConnect replacement, the server list is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be like BedrockConnect gives. It's going to be the default official featured servers, followed by this one because, hey, it's the software, and this one because, well, I'm the one who hosts this thing. And we are discussing about creating categories so that instead of seeing all of this, you'll see official featured servers, Geyser featured servers, and then your custom servers. You'll have 3 categories, and then it'll be a sub listing with all the servers in it. And for all you iOS, Android, Win10 users, that's all the more you need to know. Now I'm going to move on to console users. This affects you guys the most, and in a very good way. Y'all might be familiar with this deal right here, this BedrockConnect. You go through here, you have the DNS settings, you gotta change your primary DNS. Looks like that. Then when you can connect, you see this right here, join the open server list, you connect, you see this. All right, well, what we have is very similar. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to follow these same steps, except you'll be entering a different IP address. All right. Now, this trick will work on any platform, actually. You can even use it on your computer if you really felt the need to. But this will work on any platform that has the featured servers list. What it does is, instead of returning the information from the servers that are on the featured servers list, it returns some customized information that instead redirects you to the BedrockConnect, or in our case, GeyserConnect instance, which then acts as a gateway to send you where you want to go. So The way you get to these settings is going to vary from console to console, but everything is going to be the same as far as what it is and its general location. The only latest gen console I personally own is a Switch, so that is what I'm going to be doing for mine here. You go to the system tutorials, or system settings. Let's scroll down to internet. You see that right here. Internet settings. You'll search for your networks. You select your network, then you'll select edit configuration or edit settings. You gotta change your DNS settings to manual. And this is assumed, and of course, if you've already done the BedrockConnect DNS, what you see here is how your system's already going to be set up. So all you got to do is go in, and you'll be using this IP address right here, 136.49.186.24. That is the DNS for the GeyserConnect. You'll hit save, go back, return to your game. Now, I had to restart my console for these settings to take effect. So if you go into your game and you see it says connect to open server list, the settings did not take effect to the console. Restart your console and it should work. So you go back to your servers here, and what it should read is a public GeyserConnect. The full line is a public GeyserConnect server, but you know, whatever. And you simply just click on any that say that, hit join server, and you'll be presented with this. Again, this is the the default server list. You'll have your add and whatnot down here, and disconnect. Now, there is the possibility that at some point down the road, you might be like, oh, it's not working, I can't connect. I see the standard featured servers. It is quite possible that perhaps the IP address of the DNS server has changed. So what you'll simply do is you will do this. You'll do a search for online ping utility. And ipaddressguide.com right here, online ping utility. All you'll do is put GeyserConnect.gq in there, wait a few seconds, and boom. Ping this right here. That is the IP address of the DNS server. So all you'll have to do is replace your DNS settings with that IP address right there, and you're done. So yeah, and that's all there is to it, guys. Now there's 3 people who run this thing. I am the server host. I actually provide the hardware that the software is running on. We have another guy who is in charge of setting up the original software configuration. And we also have the dev who is in charge of maintaining the code base for the GeyserConnect as well. So there's 3 of us here. We go over the logs on the dev goes over the logs on a daily basis, looking for ways to improve the program. So, yay! So there's not much more to it than this. At the time of this recording, we've had over 8,000 unique users use this program, this server, and that was without the ability for a console to connect directly to it. Although we have had people using it with the standard BedrockConnect proxy, which is pretty cool. But now, this We intend for this to kind of be a replacement to BedrockConnect. What it does is it does BedrockConnect and Geyser in one. So you can connect to a Bedrock server or a Java server from the same server list. Just one more thing, and this is a kind of a big one. There's a little, I've seen many YouTubers get this wrong. There is a little switch in the edit server. It says Bedrock server on it, and it's just a little off on switch. If you are connecting to a Java server, move it to off. If you're connecting to a server that you know is Java, move it to on. Now, for you console users out there, it would be best if you default to turning it to on if you are connecting to, say, a friend's server or a privately hosted server or a server that you know supports Bedrock players directly. The reason behind this is Bedrock, when you connect to a Bedrock server, you get handed off to the server, as it were. So you are no longer connected to the GeyserConnect. A Java server, on the other hand, you actually have to be translated to work with. And so you're not handed off to the Java server in that situation. You actually remain on this GeyserConnect, and it does that work. If you are connecting to a server that you know has cross-play capability, please connect to the Bedrock port. This will reduce the load on this server because it easily sees hundreds, if not 1,000 people a day. And, you know, just being considerate of others, we just want to keep as many resources available as possible and not waste any where it's not necessary. So if you guys could help us out with that, that would be great. And the three of us that are in charge of this little server project, we are very happy that you guys have been finding this useful. We're glad that you're using it, and we're hoping that this recent change will definitely be a lot more useful to you guys out there, especially you console players. I was spending a lot of time trying to get this set up because I wanted to get this set up in time for the holidays, for Christmas, because it's time of year where more people are going to end up getting the game, or they're going to get a latest gen console and get the game on that console, and just kind of wanted to have this good to go, ready and set to go for that when that time comes around. Here in another 10 days. Wow. All right, guys. Have a good one.